Hey, what's going on, you all? Welcome back to another video. So guess what we're doing in this video? We're making banana nut bread. So I'm going to go ahead and post all the ingredients below the video and you can go ahead and take a look at them. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to start off with 4 large ripe bananas. Now this is going to make about 1.5 cups to 2 cups. You can get the overripe bananas. They actually taste better, but since I didn't have too many overripe bananas, I used just regular bananas mixed with the overripe bananas. It still tastes great. So after you go ahead and mash those together, you're going to come in with 1 cup of granulated white sugar. Now I'm going to go ahead and fork this in as I go. I didn't pour it all in at the same time. So go ahead and just add a little bit at a time. You're going to be mixing up what's called your wet ingredients first. Now I know sugar is considered a dry ingredient, but you can go ahead and mix that first. And then you're going to come in with 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now you can use light brown sugar or dark brown sugar, but just know the darker the sugar, it has more molasses in it and it's sweeter. After that, you're going to use 4 large eggs at room temperature. So you're going to go ahead and add those in very slowly, and you're not going to really whip it in real fast because you don't want to get air in there. So I went ahead and sped this part up, but you don't want to whip the eggs over in the air so that it becomes whipped. You don't want the air. So after you're done, it's going to look like this. After that, you're going to add 1/3 cup of milk. So you're going to go ahead and stir that in. After you stir in your milk, you're going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So I went ahead and kind of eyed it because, I know what 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract look like. After that, 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. That's a lot of flour, yes. You're going to go ahead and put that in. After that, you're going to use 2 teaspoons of baking soda. After that, you're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to follow that up with 1 teaspoon of salt. And then you're going to use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now, nutmeg gives it a very, very warm smell. It actually smells really good, but please don't taste it raw. It doesn't taste very great, and ask me how I know. So you're going to go ahead and just combine all of those ingredients, and after you're done, you should get this like fluffy mixture right here. Okay, now after you do that, this is a close-up. You're going to come in with your wet ingredients. Now here's the thing. You're going to want to add it a little bit at a time. Make sure you do not overdo it. Like I said, adding that air, you don't want to do that. So this is when I come in with the butter. You're going to use 1 cup of unsalted butter. That really is like a whole stick that you get in a package. And the way I did it is I added a little bit and I mashed the butter in. Now you're going to want this butter to be at room temperature to make it easier to mash in. And then you add the wet ingredients a little bit again. Then you come back in with some more butter, and then you just slowly mash it in like I'm doing here. More wet ingredients and then butter. So you're going to continue to alternate like that until you get this like really, really creamy mixture. Now you see I'm flattening the butter down into it, but I got the flour on the side. So you're going to want to continue to do that. You can mix it in the same bowl like that, but kind of keep the flour on the side and then gradually mix it in. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this part up because right here took a little of arm work, and you're going to get a workout doing this. Okay, so now you're going to come in with your walnuts. Now, you can use pecans if you want to, it doesn't matter. But I like my walnuts just a little bit finely chopped. because I just think it's better and it's easier to chew, especially, like if you're giving it to kids. Kids will always be like, ew, I don't like the walnuts. So go ahead and chop them up, very finely like this. And go ahead and then add them to your mixture as such. Then you're going to go ahead and stir it all together. Now, once you're done stirring this all together, what I went ahead and used, and the type of pan you use does make a difference. I used a 13-inch by 5-inch loaf bread pan. So you're going to go ahead and spray some cooking spray on it. Now, one of my kids broke the top of this, and normally when kids break stuff, they don't tell you that they broke it. You just find out later. So I went ahead and sprayed the pan, and then I just use a brush and evenly coat it. Make sure you get inside of all of the corners, because you want your bread to come out perfectly when you turn it upside down. So once I did that, I went ahead and put in the mixture, make sure it's all even. And then once you put in the mixture, then you're going to come back, if you choose to. This is optional. You can go ahead and put more walnuts on top of the bread and just layer them like real pretty and neat, from corner to corner. Once you're done, set your oven at 335 degrees. Put tin foil on top, because the sides of the pan are going to cook first and the bread is going to be real crispy, but you don't want the top to burn. So you're going to put the tin foil on top to kind of deflect the heat. And once you're done cooking it for like about 45 minutes, it's going to come out looking just like this. So I have a bread knife. Get a bread knife because it cuts very, very easily, and you don't have to really wrestle with it. And after I did that, this is what you get. Now you can see my nephew got a little happy here, but he said it was good, and everyone had some bread. So thank you for joining me in this video, and you all take care.
This is good.